Hi, and welcome to my channel, Jasmine Fields Speaks. I am Jasmine Fields. Today, I want to take a little bit of time and tell you about me personally. To say a few words, I'm a woman of many hats. I've worn many hats from the time that I was a little girl, being warned by my dad that I'm going to run myself down. Today, I am a woman of God. I believe in Jesus Christ, and I strive to make him proud in every single thing that I do. I'm also a wife, and I'm a new mom. By day, I'm an attorney. I'm also an advocate, an entrepreneur, and a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. Right after being a woman of God is my family. I serve God first and foremost. I enjoy serving in my church home. My home church in Kansas City, Missouri is Harvest Church International Outreach under the guidance of Bishop Steve Halp and Dr. Donna Leah Halp. In Wichita, Kansas, I serve under the leadership of Pastor Gates at Mending Place at South City. My family makeup is pretty traditional. I am married to a U.S. sailor by the name of Moses. I'm sure that in some of the videos about love and marriage, I will share with you our crazy story about how we met. Spoiler alert, we did not like each other when we first met, and how we ended up falling in love and getting married all within the span of 4 months. Again, spoiler alert. I probably should have said that before I gave you the spoiler. We are also new parents to a little girl. I love her tremendously. I never understood when people said there's nothing like a mother's love. There's truly nothing like a mother's love. She has awakened new areas in me that I didn't even know existed. So I enjoy being a new mommy. It has really taught me a lot about myself, about my family, and about the legacy that I want to leave and how I want to impact this community. I believe that giving to your community is super important, and one of the ways that I've given back to the community is through my service with Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. I was initiated in December of 2011 as a graduate member of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. I am also a legacy. My mother is also a member. I also have several cousins who are also members of the sorority, so we absolutely love the family aspect, the sisterhood aspect, and the service to all mankind that we as Alpha Kappa Alpha women strive to give to our community and our nation, and quite frankly our world at this point. My mission is to empower people to live their best lives through education, accountability, and coaching. Education is so vital, and knowledge is power. Part of the reason why I've started this channel is to share the knowledge that I have with the world, or that I believe that there are 11 aspects of our life. And I'm going to be using this channel to share with you different videos on each of those areas. But I'm sure you are probably thinking, what in the world qualifies you to tell me anything about any area of life? So I want to take a little bit of time to explain to you not only what my purpose is, my mission is, but also a little bit about my education and my career. So I have a legal assistant certificate from Missouri Western State University located in St. Joseph, Missouri. Go Griffs. This is also where I met my husband, spoiler alert. I also have a Bachelor of Science in Criminal Justice with an emphasis on legal studies. I did graduate with honors. I also earned my Juris Doctorate, or my law degree, from UMKC School of Law. And I am currently working on my doctorate in Christian counseling from Faith Bible College. In addition to that, my career life is varied, I must say. I started out in retail like many people. I spent several years in retail, as a matter of fact. I also served the Division of Youth Services, which is where I served as a mentor or an advocate for children who had been incarcerated. I helped mentor them and get them readjusted to being back in the community after their release. I also spent time in crisis intervention. I worked with juveniles who had been removed from their parents. Again, serving as a mentor, helping the parent learn how to be a healthy parent for their child. I've also worked in the prosecutor's office with generally domestic violence victims. I've worked at the Kansas DUI Impact Center, a nonprofit, where I served victims of DUI crashes and their families. I worked at the public defender's office for a little while, and today I am serving as an attorney in personal injury in the state of Kansas. I am a licensed attorney in Kansas as well as the District Court of Kansas. I hope to expand my practice areas as time progresses. I do. In addition to that, I want you to be aware that I am an entrepreneur. I do own businesses. By no means is this channel here to advertise to you and sell you anything, but I do want you to be aware that much of my business and career knowledge is going to come from the businesses that I've started, as well as my law degree. So the businesses that I own a joint business with my mother. It's called It's Personal KC. It's an embroidery business where we customize items and sell them so that you don't have to wear somebody else's name. And our tagline is, "It's sealed with a kiss." My mother is the mastermind behind that business. She is the founder. I came on later as the chief operating officer to help with the logistical aspects, and then fell in love with the customization and being able to put my name on things as opposed to wearing somebody else's name. And so I joined on in a creative aspect as well. I also own a business called Abundance in Business Consulting. That is where I help small businesses and churches develop their infrastructure, and I also help them train their personnel. A lot of times what hinders companies and churches from growing is the back office stuff. The product is amazing, the people skills are amazing, but there are some aspects in the back office, such as policies and procedures, training opportunities, that fall through the cracks. And so I love systems and processes and making things more efficient. And so I, through Abundance in Business Consulting, help businesses and churches develop themselves so they can continue to grow. I definitely want to share my mission in life with you. I believe that knowing what your mission and purpose is from God is super important. It is many times difficult to determine what that is. It's through a lot of prayer that I finally was able to figure out what it is that I would do even if I wasn't getting paid to do. One way that I live out my mission is through an organization that is in the works from me called Restoring Hope. HOPE stands for Happiness, Opportunities, Prosperity, and Excellence. It is an after-school program that is there to help train our young people on the practical life skills that they need in order to be a success earlier than we. We have peaked usually around the age of 30 to 40. I hope that our young people through this program are going to be able to peak in their mid-20s, that they're going to avoid the pitfalls that many of us young adults have fallen into just because of a lack of knowledge and know-how. So the after-school program, Restoring Hope, is something that you'll probably hear about as time progresses and you spend more time with me. Well, that is a little bit about me, Jasmine Fields. I thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you have learned about me. If there's something that you want to know that I didn't share, feel free to leave that in the comments below. Make sure that you like the video, subscribe, and share so that you can continue to hear from Jasmine Fields on Jasmine Fields Speaks.